Aylin! Isobel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
They were roommates.
Ah, there you are.
Of course they were.
This is Aylin. Aylin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You'd be most welcome. It's a little crowded already. No, if you have something to say to me, say it now. Did I hear you correctly before? Are you Catherick Thorm's daughter? You'd be most welcome. We can discuss all of that later.
We look forward to it. You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aylin! We'll see you later.
Okay,
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
he had something he wanted to say to us? I think that was him. Let's talk to him real quick.
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls?
Forget that. What are you doing here with us? These abominations are soulless, surely? I'm not sure. Don't all living things? I admit I haven't thought about it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say that.
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
Speak plainly, isn't there more you can tell me? You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three. I want to manage my hirelings. You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one. and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Speak plainly, isn't there more you can tell me?
No.
Okay. I don't need to manage my hirelings. I'm happy with the squad I'm rolling with. Okay, I'll be right back and then we're gonna go to camp, I'd say. Okay, now let's go to camp, I'd say. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. We desperately need to heal. Plus there's gonna be people there. Alright, let's see who awaits us here. Okay, let's take a look around. There's... there they are. Dame Aylin and Isobel. Let's talk to them.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Sure. Let's step closer.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isobel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
I couldn't have done it without you. I'd have taken gold over a prayer. Where's the silver light, the moon magic? I couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isobel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
There's still a great deal about you I don't know. How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom? Let's ask that first.
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
There's still a great deal I don't know. There's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Selûne's daughter? How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell? You and Isobel seem to have a lot of history. Like I said, roommates, of course. Are you really Selûne's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the Dead 3?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aylin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aylin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isobel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Okay, that's good. I'm so glad that I just said no and reloaded the save file where, I was bugged in the ground and Shadowheart just killed her. I'm absolutely glad that that was kind of retconned out of happening in this playthrough.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aylin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aylin free. And me.
You and Aylin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aylin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
I believe it can happen to some people, I guess. Being quite firmly on the aromantic spectrum, it doesn't happen to me, but sure, there's magic in a look.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aylin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aylin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He'd become the chosen of Merkel? Only a monster would rip his own daughter from the grave. Did he shout boo? This is a serious story she's telling. I'm not gonna ask the third one. He'd become the chosen of Merkel.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aylin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aylin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you can stay as long as you want. Hospitality is a good thing, and we have plenty of it. Nobody else wants to talk before we go to bed, I assume. But then when we end the day, then there might be some more conversations happening. Okay. We have to go the long... Look, you could just find another path. There we go. Alright, let's just see. Just complete the rounds. Anyone else? This is Arabella. Are you okay?
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I just wish... I wish it was different. I wish Mom and Pops was here.
It hurts, I know it does, but you'll feel better in time. You've been so strong. They'd be so proud of you. Well, they're not, so you can quit your sniveling. I'll go with the second one because the I know it does thing. You know, when someone is suffering, saying that you know how they feel oftentimes just isn't the right thing to say. You've been strong.
I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
Okay, nobody else really has anything to talk about. I would like to add Gale to my team soon-ish again, maybe? Because he's been out of the team for a while now. I think he's gonna level up twice. But let's end the day. Let's see what else is going on. Enough camp supplies. Yeah, there we go. Okay, anybody want to talk? Carla, you want to talk?
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
The tadpole, the absolute. How?
I don't know how this plot fits together yet, but we will stop him. It seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what power he's gained since you knew him? We'll find out when we get to Baldur's Gate. We will stop him.
I was his bodyguard. I looked after him with my life. I trusted him more than anything. He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Well, as a permanent member of the team and as our, I'd say, strongest damage dealer, that's realistic, yes. We'll do it together, we'll do it together, whatever it takes. Careful, you're burning up. Not if I kill him first. We'll do it together, whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it. I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
Okay, let's hope we can somehow fix up this engine. That would be much appreciated. Will doesn't have anything to say, no? Anybody else? Will is not saying anything. Volo doesn't have anything to say. You have something to say, Aylin. Okay. Let's talk then.
What do you know about me?
Oh, Shadowheart, right.
You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Okay, let's open our minds.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
it's been stuck on this looping sound for a hot minute right now. I hope I'm not skipping too much. But like...
What? Who was that man?
Okay.
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come. But not yet forearmed.
The Spear of Night? I thought that was cast into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Okay, is that in my inventory or in Shadow Hearts? Let's see. It is in mine. Selûne's Spear of Night. Selûne's Blessing. You gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks. Dark Vision, Moonbeam. Oh, wait a second. How does Moonbeam work exactly? Level 3 evocation spell. Call down a beam of light that damages any creature that enters the beam and starts its turn in the light. Or starts its turn in the light. You can use an action to move the beam 18 meters. Okay. Okay, interesting. Moon Mode. Illuminate the area around you with wisps of moonish light that make movement difficult for enemies and bolster your allies' damage. Okay, sounds decent. She currently uses a... Oh wait, that's my weapon. We're not in Shadowheart's inventory. Okay, Shadowheart can have that one, of course. And can look at that in her inventory now. What do we have here? The Moonlight Glaive does more damage. Moonbeam would be nice though. We could switch them around whenever we need to. I guess maybe it becomes useful later. Sure, that's fine.
Can't give up now.
One thing I wanted to do, because I never used the ability, the Shrouded in Shadow thing anyways, I think. Wait, let me take a look. Shrouded in Shadow. Become invisible. Oh no, that I use that a lot, right? Is that how I got the invisible thing? Or did I get that from another source as well? Let's quickly see. This is not... This is just something I learned, right? Yeah, Shrouded in Shadow was here, right? Maybe I could use that as well. Concentration. 2 turns. Oh, invisible for 2 turns. I'm gonna take it off for now. Simply because, you know, why create a character when you cover up the entire face and all that? Okay, let's quickly go to bed now, since nobody else has anything to say to me right now. Let's see if something happens in the night. Let's auto-select. Sure. Full rest. Seems like a normal night's rest. There we go. Oh, you have something to say, Shadowheart? Okay, let's talk to you.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Dare I suggest Shah may have had her reasons? You've been found to live you've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself. You have a lot on your mind, but we have to stay focused. No, let's go with the second one.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay. Alright, and I think with that, I will call it a day. I can feel my voice starting to give out. It's not really that audible yet, but I can feel it. So I have to stop here. And I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching and goodbye.